Welcome and welcome back to another Worthless Mutts. Here again to give my insight and perspective of things that have been going on in our society and in our, so I won't say in our, but in dog culture. It would be ignorant of me to ignore various dog propaganda that's been going on in the world and just focus on mine. I think that would be very ignorant and arrogant of me just to ignore it. When, I want this whole world to be dog free. If let's say my country or area is still filled with dogs, and some other countries somehow they go dog free. They go 100% dog free. I will be very happy, and in a way, I'll be a little bit envious, but I'll be happy that this country gets to be dog free, and I will have all my respects and gratitude towards them. So I really want a dog-free world. I mean, it may sound, like I'm a Boy Scout or, some type of, hand-holding person, but I really want the world to be dog-free. Because a lot of dog propaganda isn't just here in the West, it's all over the entire world. And some dog nutters, some, but most dog nutters don't realize how bad their dog propaganda is worldwide. The title for today is called What Now? Knowing is half the battle. This is a video, after 8 days of National Dog Bite Awareness campaign. We've had a week of I guess we can say being aware of dog bites. But the thing is, when I'm not on the computer looking for dog information, I don't hear about this stuff. Even though I don't live in the States or anything, but I don't hear about dog bites. I don't hear about anything. Not on any other website, not on YouTube. I don't hear anything about it. So this campaign it's a very quiet campaign, and it's quiet for a reason. It's quiet because, again, they don't want to make dogs look bad. They don't want people to realize how bad they are. So they really keep this thing quiet. A few people will know here and there, maybe millions here and there, but for a week campaign where people are getting killed and attacked by these things, it's very quiet. So from June the 2nd to the 9th of June, the theme of this year: don't let your dog bite the hand that serves you. This is a motto that I use against, dog nutters when their dogs attack them. They also address: if a carrier delivers mail or packages to your front door, place your dog in a separate room and close the door before opening the front door. Some dogs burst through the screen doors or plate glass windows to attack visitors. Dog owners should keep the family pet secured. They also say parents should remind the children and other family members not to take mail directly from carriers in the presence of the family pet, as in the family dog, as the dog may view the person handling mail to a family member as a threatening gesture. How about that? Man's best friend. Where you can hand things to someone and dogs will see that as a threat and they're going to attack you. Yet we have these psychopathic brain damaged mutants in our present. And one of the second last points is Postal Service places the safety of its employees as top priority. If a carrier feels threatened by a dog, or if a dog is loose or unleashed, the owner may be asked to pick up mail at the post office until the carrier is assured the pet has been restrained. If a dog is roaming the neighborhood, the pet owner's neighbors also may be asked to pick up their mail at the post office. So we have 1 week, and the most they can talk about is these 3 points. And the question is, after all this has been spoken about, what now? What is going to change after this? What now? But yet, they want us. They want mail carriers, delivery personnel, to keep putting their trust in these dog owners and dog lovers. They want us to put our lives basically in their hands. All it takes is one bite. Dog could bite you on the leg maybe once, and your leg gets amputated. Now you can't work. The dog can attack and kill you. So we now have to put our trust with these dog owners, whose dog will and can kill us because they see us, handing mail to the owner. The dog is going to view that as danger. Why would you want to own something that is this stupid, though? No other animal does this. Where you hand something to someone and the dog is going to see that as a threat, so it's going to attack you? And after a week, we still have to put our trust into these dog owners' arms? These are the same people that say dogs are better than people, and they hate people. Look at all these, receipts. I hate people but love dogs. I hate people. Love animals more than I do people. I hate people, love dogs. A lot of dog lovers say this. How much they just don't hate people, but they love dogs. They hate people, but love dogs. We've seen this in forums, memes, Facebook, Instagram, video comments where they say dogs are better than people. Where they say they hate people. Dogs are more kind. Dogs don't judge. Wait a minute. Remember they say that dogs don't judge. Dogs don't judge you. But they're going to find handing a piece of paper, an envelope to their owner as a threatening gesture? These are the same people that will say dogs don't judge. Isn't this kind of like judgment? Isn't this a type of judgment? Handing an envelope to their owner. And they see that as threatening, so they're going to come and attack you? Dogs don't judge, but they're always biting mail carriers, but yet dogs don't judge? Then what is that? Yeah, we have to put our trust in these people. That they hate people, but love dogs. But yet we now have to put our trust into them. Put our lives in their hands, basically. And all it takes is them just opening that door and someone is attacked, killed, limbs are taken off. Now they can't work. Now they can't survive. When they addressed certain points, they only address it as just going to one house. Like, that's all they address it as. Like, just as you see in this picture, they only address it as you want the mail carrier. Just going to one house. And this house and their dogs. That's it. But, if you're in a community, a neighborhood, it's not just about the dog in that house you're going to. It's about all the dogs in the neighborhood. What about them? Let's say, for example, let's say you're delivering mail to this black house. Let's say they don't even have a dog, but you're delivering mail to this house. But the house, over here, let's say there's a house here that has a dog. As we know, a lot of these dogs escape and they will roam the neighborhood. You're delivering mail here, but yet this dog comes around and still attacks you. What about that case? What about that? Let's say this house does have a dog, and let's say they're reliable and they do 100% secure their dog. You still have a dog roaming around the neighborhood, or dogs roaming around the neighborhood. They can still find their way here and attack. What about these dogs that escape? Let's say, dog nut owners, they go on a vacation and they leave their dog at someone else's house. And somehow they get loose, they jump over the fence and attack the mail carrier. What about that? What about the dogs in the house? The owners go to work. Again, somehow the dog escapes and attacks. See, this dog bite awareness thing, it's not gonna cover everything that should be covered. It's not going to do that, and they do that just to protect dogs. They do that to protect dogs so they don't have to, think about hurting dogs or having an opinion about dogs. So this campaign is really just about going to that one house that has a dog. How about all the other houses that may have dogs that are roaming around? They're not secure. You're not even going to the house, but that dog is roaming around. How about that? How many times have, a little bit off topic, construction workers, sanitation workers, utility workers, they're still attacked by stray dogs coming around. So just to focus on dogs in the home is ludicrous. You should be focusing on the bigger picture. And when you see that bigger picture, you realize that dogs are dangerous. And, the question is what now? The question isn't, the solution isn't secure your dog. The solution isn't, they mentioned don't let children answer the door. These aren't solutions. The real solution is getting rid of these dogs. Because you have over 5,000 bites per year or per day, whatever it is, and over 5,000 attacks in a year, and and we still fail to see that the only solution is really to get rid of these things because they cannot manage living in our society. Putting our trust in these dog owners that hate people doesn't make any sense. A lot of these dog owners have no respect for other people. They hate people. They find them repulsive. They just hate people. No respect whatsoever. Even if you do hate people, man, at least show some, a little bit of respect and manners. But they don't do that. Once they hate people, dog owners hate people, they're going to hate people. And that's where, a lot of people get bitten. And when you get bitten, these dog owners are going to play the victim. They're going to flee the scene. They're going to protect their dog. And they're going to lie and create excuses. But they still want to say dogs are better than people and dogs don't judge. If dogs don't judge, why over 5,800 postal employees are bitten each year? And this doesn't include Uber Eats. skip the dishes, and things like that. This is just only one category. Why are they all being attacked if dogs really don't judge? Dogs have to make some type of judgment in order to attack, right? If they see you and they go into attack, then there has to be some kind of judgment that is making them want to attack you. Whether it's rational, logical, realistically, them attacking you is pretty much them judging you. A lot of innocent people have been attacked by them. I believe this story occurred on 7 hours ago, I believe, or either was it yesterday. I mean, if there's still going to be attacks after a week, man, it's like what now? Postal worker needed 16 stitches after a dog attack in her state. This is far from unusual, and again, this is far from usual. They use those words because getting attacked by dogs is so usual for postal workers. Golden rule is if you don't feel safe, don't deliver. She didn't realize she was in danger when she went about her usual 10-mile mail delivery route in Pennsylvania on April the 15th. This is on April the 15th, so it's not recent. It's not like today or yesterday. Was working overtime on a heavy mail day when she walked up to a porch of a home that required a signature at 4 p.m. As she neared the door, a mixed breed shepherd suddenly pushed out the screen door and came right at me. So this person didn't sense any danger. Thought it was a beautiful day. Flowers are starting to bloom. Birds are chirping. Sun is starting to come out. And doing her job, and she's attacked by a dog. This was the only attack that Snyder had endured in the 7 years that she has been delivering mail. And all it takes is that one attack. That one attack. And what about the rest of your life? What about all the rest of the bills you have to pay? That one attack, either you're injured, you may die, family needs you, children needs you. Now you can't work. Now you can't function to support your family. So I went up by at least 500 from 2022 to 2023 and 2024. And the 10 these are the 10 worst states for dog attacks on postal workers. I believe California is like the worst. This is still a lot, and just because these other states aren't colored, doesn't mean like it's a walk in the park. Because if there's dogs, they're pretty much dogs everywhere, obviously. But once there's dogs there, people are in danger. People are getting attacked and bitten all over. It's funny how California has the most attacks. And the question is like, what now? So you realize you have a lot of attacks. You have a week of, awareness dog bite awareness week. So what now? What are you going to do to ensure that this doesn't happen? And what do? They want to, go back to putting trust into these owners. Keep sending your workers out there. Obviously, you have to go out there. But they're not saying what should be said. They're not saying, certain breeds need to be banned. They're not saying certain dogs need to be eliminated. They don't say that. They just, they may teach, self-defense stuff, how to protect yourself from dogs, but just in this story, this lady had no idea what was going to happen. So all that self-defense about dogs it's pretty worthless. When in many cases, it's like you're not expecting it, and it just happens. You have no time to get out your mace, your pepper spray. You have no time to get into a proper stance or to stand like a tree. It just happens. So after a week, knowing that California has the most attacks, what now? What now? And if you are still going to allow dogs to remain in these homes, in the community, then this week was all for nothing. All for nothing. And all week, they've been having these articles of other states or cities, reporting about their tax ranks, all over. But that's fine and all, but what are you doing about it? What are you going to do about it? And it seems like there's nothing the government or the postal service are going to do. They're again, it goes back to them putting trust into these owners. And look where we are every time. Every time, look where we are. And one thing that irks me is that dogs, again, have been attacking mail carriers. Like this, they're like the number one target other than children. Excuse me. So I find it offensive to have dogs as stamps. Like, I find that very much like mockery, offensive. To have dogs that are known to attacking mail carriers or attacking dogs, period. But they'll have them as stamps. That's pure mockery. Imagine having this ugly thing on your stamp. God, it's ugly. This is just mockery. I mean, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like something. Like, something is offensive. That's something that always hurts you. But you're going to use them as a symbol for something. Even though it hurts you a lot. It doesn't make sense. So these rankings are worthless because nothing is being done. Like, nothing is being done. Let's hear what they have to say about New York, even though this is like, it's pretty worthless, but let's hear what they have to say. Hopefully this works. Oh, I've got to sign in.
Don't let your dog bite the hand that serves you. That's USPS's motto as it wraps up Dog Bite Prevention Week. Brianna Foose is here to share some numbers. Bree, New York is not number one, but it's on the list.
It's on the list, Dan. USPS says dog attacks on Postal Service employees rose to more than 5,800 cases last year nationwide, as you alluded to. New York placed in the top 10 with the most, sitting at number 6 with 296. That is down from 2022, which had 321 incidents. Regardless, though, USPS wants that number as close to 0 as possible, so I took a walk with a local carrier to get some.
So to get it to 0, you got to get rid of the dogs. Got to get rid of the dogs. There is no other way. Just like Doctor Strange in Endgame, there was no other way.
Here comes a dog, right at us.
Sadie here decided to take herself on a walk after USPS carrier Dean Bahowski dropped off some goodies for her mom. Thankfully, this pup isn't one he's worried about. Still, we waited for her to move along.
There was a dog on the route, which is probably the meanest dog on the route, and that person would constantly leave the dog out where I'd have to skip the street.
Pahowski has been delivering packages and letters for 20 years.
I actually love it a lot.
Despite being attacked twice,
As I went to go deliver, the garage door was open about 3 feet, and a big husky came from underneath, and I had my back turned, and it took a big chunk out of the leg.
in the other instance,
And I just showed you them having stamps of huskies. Probably pit bulls too. So it really doesn't make sense why they would have dogs on the cover of stamps when dogs are known for attacking the male personnel. It's ridiculous.
2 dogs went right through a glass storm door.
And a lot of times, like, we can prepare for it, but when it happens that quick,
They use their bags or dog spray if absolutely necessary. Pahowski is not alone in his encounters. Here's the list of top cities for 2023. Buffalo sits at 25 out of 30 for the most incidents, with 20.
this year already in Buffalo, we're up to 7 dog bites.
With summer approaching, Pahowski has some reminders for homeowners. The first, your mail carrier
you
is
guys hear
likely to
that?
go on vacation, which means someone else will be working the route.
Mail will be coming at different times of the day, so just kind of be prepared for that.
Also, if your kids are in charge while you're at work, set some expectations.
The kids are going to be out with the dogs, just make sure they have them on a leash.
USPS has a sticker system.
me and
It
someone-
alerts carriers to a friend who might be nearby when delivering.
Attention, a dog in your area.
An alert system in their scanners and orange cards also serve as reminders. Pahowski says
We shouldn't need that. We should not need that. And if we do, then it just proves again that dogs are not man's best friend. They are worse. They are our worst enemies.
if you see or hear any of these alerts, it's nothing against you or your 4-legged kiddo. It's to help them stay safe and ensure you and your neighbors still get mail.
Want to enjoy our jobs and not wanting to miss time with our family because of something like that could happen.
Oh, and if you were wondering about Sadie,
No.
she said hi a couple more
Don't care about that worthless mite. It's ridiculous. So many complaints, so many dog attacks, etc., etc. But what is the solution? The solution for them is to just put our trust in these owners, and hopefully they will, make sure their dogs doesn't attack anyone. And that's doing a marvelous job. Having to put our trust in these dog owners with our lives. That works marvelously. Anyways, in this story, they found, let's assume that this is 100% legit. They found a worthless mutt that was abandoned on a hike. What this shows is, that dogs are worthless. Dogs are worthless. They don't belong in the wild. They don't belong in the homes, and they don't belong in shelters because when they're in shelters, the shelter workers want to get rid of them. When they're in the homes, the dogs want to attack people. When they're outside, they want to attack people. When they're in the wild, they can't survive. So anywhere these dogs are, they just don't adapt to it. They can't do it. They're worthless. They see a dog out in the wild, and immediately you want to call animal control to put them in a shelter. Why? Because they are worthless. They're incompetent. You know that they cannot take care of themselves. So you got to get someone else to take care of them so they can find someone that can take care of them. And that person has to pay other people for them to take care of them. Look how worthless dogs are. They're brain damaged mutants. And it's just to give dogs names, and to give dogs any names like, this, or any names after gods, or any after people, or regular names. I think it's just disrespectful to give dogs names. It's very disrespectful to give these worthless mutts names. These things, will look like they're harmless. They're friendly, family friendly, because they look like this. And this is what, can manipulate the dog nutters. And they're going to take these things home. Dog will look like this for a couple days, maybe, give or take, a month, years. Then suddenly it's going to snap and attack. So don't be fooled by these looks. Even though these things do look ugly, but yet calm, these things are highly dangerous. No matter where you find them. It doesn't matter where you find them. They look highly dangerous. And also, they are vastly worthless. Also in the news, this happened it was probably yesterday. Attack happened days ago. I was screaming bloody murder. Woman talks about pit bull attack that hurt 4, including child. This happened in Florida. Woman is speaking out after a pit bull in her neighborhood attacked her and 3 other people, including a child. This attack happened just days ago after 4:30 p.m. Camera's glimpse of a pit bull believed to be behind an attack that sent 4 to the hospital and sent paramedics and police to converge on a home. 4 people were bitten and loaded onto stretchers, one of them a child. Paramedics took the victim to the hospital for treatment. They say they don't feel safe in the community. Again, man's best friend. They don't feel safe with man's best friend. Again, it's not the birds, it's not the rabbits, not the fox, not the coyotes, not even the bears. There are many places where they live around bears and coyotes and wolves, but they do fine. They do fine. But it's when you bring these worthless mutts, just one worthless mutt, it changes the whole dynamic of a community. She said she was bitten in the face and the rear while trying to help the child. Soon as the dog saw me, it completely took his focus off of him and lunged at me. I tried to run back towards my house, but it bit me on my left buttocks first, and it dragged me to the ground. These things are dragging the victims to the ground, attacking, tormenting, terrorizing, biting, mauling, savaging these victims. But the dog culture community wants to play as if these dogs are like peaceful species when they are not. You always have to train them to be a Pacific way, and you do so because their natural state is repulsive. But even when they train it, again, they can, train it, I guess, condition it for a while. But most times than not, it's still not enough. They still go on into attacking you. All that training is just, for that individual. Because a dog isn't going to listen to anyone else. It's only going to listen to that individual. Once that individual is not there, it's not going to listen to everyone else. It's going to keep attacking and not listening. So training, it's pretty much worthless. So another dog attack. Another one. It is now time for Did You Read It? Time for Did You Read It? Did You Read It? Only have 2 pages that I would like to share today. This is from 6 years ago, but I said something on Facebook just recently. When dog owners, lovers, parents, whatever, when they call their dogs, when they call the dog a sibling of their child, whether the dog is a sister or brother, etc., or vice versa. I find that just gross and just out of order and degrading to have your human child and then to say your human child is the brother or the little brother of a dog. It is dehumanizing. It is, a sign that these dog lovers are lost. That they're deeply lost. To be able to even think that and then say it and then film it for the whole world to see is just, it's an abomination, man. It's just so bad. And if I was like the child and my parents had a dog and they called me the sibling of a dog, I would feel horrible. I would feel like you're the worst parent ever. Like, this is disgusting. Why am I a sibling of a worthless mutt? Why am I the little brother of a worthless mutt? Why am I the big brother of a worthless mutt? Why? It just feels so gross, though. It feels so gross. This person says, my parents did this while I was growing up. They used to call me the dog's brother. And they say things like, go lick your brother and such. I always hated it. Even when I was a little kid and still thought I liked dogs. Because you have to like dogs, people just like dogs. I'm not sure what I hate about it exactly. It's just totally rubs me the wrong way. I'm 23 years old. We don't have a dog anymore, just cats, and my parents still call me my cat's brother sometimes. My cats aren't my sisters. They're my pets, just as much as my parents. Me and the cats are not on the same tier in the hierarchy. And for me, it's totally different than calling your pet your baby. I can stand the term fur baby, but I myself call my cats my babies as terms as endearment, but not when I'm talking about them to other people, just when I'm talking to the cats themselves. So a good example of how some children probably just don't like being called siblings to a dog. It's just so degrading, dehumanizing. And it should be a form of abuse as well, like verbal abuse. Like you're putting me on the level of a worthless mutt. Something that can kill me. Something that is, smells bad, gross, disgusting, stupid. That is like should count as some form of abuse. Last thing from 5 years ago, this is something I've always addressed. Dog lovers are by far the most toxic type of, I would say animal lovers. I would say toxic type of people instead of animal lovers. Dog owners, lovers are the only animal lovers that constantly value a random dog's life over any humans personally. And that kind of brings us back to the trust thing and to this male thing. If they are so dog-centric, they hate people, they put dogs above people, why would they want to have any precautions of keeping their dogs away when the mail arrives or delivery driver arrives? Why would they? And they don't, because again, they're toxic. They love dogs. They prioritize with dogs. Personally insult people who don't like dogs, think all dogs are perfect angels who can do no wrong, refuses to acknowledge that they're natural predators that can turn on humans and kill children, among other things. And we've seen countless stories of dogs attacking, and more attacking. Either they're attacking the owner, the owner's children, neighbors in the neighborhood. They're attacking birds, other animals, they're attacking cats, cats in the home, other dogs in the home, the dog sitter. They're always, attacking. That's just what they do. Always attacking. But yet, the dog lover doesn't see them as violent or dangerous because, again, they're dog nutters. Like, what do you expect? Can't remember why I have this there. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, this kind of goes back to these dog owners calling the dog a sibling to their real child. If you can't love a dog like a family member, don't get one because they only know how to look at you as a pack member, and to them that is family. This is totally BS. BS. Again, you have to be delusional to accept things like this. One thing, dogs are not family. Dogs, I don't even know. Like, do dogs really view you as a pack member? Again, no one really knows, but they will act as if dogs actually do. But we don't really know that. If any case, again, dogs only look at you as a food dispenser. Like, that is it. Even though dogs are dumb, I'm pretty sure they can tell that, hey, you're not a dog. You're not one of us. But when you give it food, that's what it wants. It's not staying with you because it loves you. It's not staying with you because it's family. It's staying with you because it's worthless and you're making it stay with you. Dogs are not family. They're not siblings. They're not sons. They're not daughters. They're none of that. But these dog nuts have to keep reinforcing these things because they want people to be dog nutters. They want to keep reinforcing their dog nuttery because it makes them feel good inside. They may hate people. People may do them wrong, but at least dogs, they have dogs, these worthless mutts that make them feel good. And that's what they want. That's all they have left is dogs. That's it. Dogs. And that's what makes them feel good. Even if it's toxic, even if it's such a delusion, they love it. They don't want anyone else popping that bubble, because if they do pop that dog nut bubble, where are they going to go? What are they going to do? What are they going to love? Again, they can't love people because they hate people. They hate cats. They hate birds. They hate everything except dogs. Dogs are for people that are grumpy. Dogs are for people that are toxic. Dogs are for people that are rude, repulsive, vile, evil, demonic. Because all those traits can be related to dogs. Even lazy, gluttony, greedy, all those can be related to dogs. Disgusting, dogs. And this is my theory. I believe that some dog owners, take on the traits of dogs. Either because they love the dog so much, or it's something that is just subconscious. They don't really know they're doing it, but they end up doing it. Because there's that thing where people will imitate people they love or respect. These dog nuts, they love their dogs. They respect their dogs. Dogs do something nasty, the dog owner's going to do something nasty. It may not be exactly what the dog is doing, but they're going to do something nasty. Dog is going to be greedy and, disgusting. They're going to be greedy, disgusting. The dog is going to eat like a slob. They're going to eat like a slob. The dog is going to be messy. They're going to be messy. Dog is going to look ugly and look like crap. Chances are they're going to look ugly and look like crap. But there is some instance where the owners look like crap, out of shape crap, can't dress. They just look horrible. Well, the dog looks way better than they look. So it's not always that they're going to take the traits of the dog, but sometimes, these pugs and how their owners are, pit bulls, and how, their owners are, it's again, I just feel like in my theory that some dog owners, they take some or a lot of traits from dogs, Again, because either they respect or love the dog so much. Solution. Solution. What is the solution in terms of keeping, delivery personnel? Not just the mail carriers, but the Uber Eats, the DoorDashes, any delivery person, Amazon, FedEx, whatever there is all over the world. How are we going to keep them safe? Because putting our trust in these dog owners, it doesn't work, because we're still getting attacked left to right. States like California, has a lot of attacks that have been going on, but no change has been done. Nothing has been done. And all over the states, it's the same thing. People are still getting attacked, but nothing is getting done. They have a week where they, have a dog bite awareness week, even though, I feel like majority of dog owners don't even know about that. It's funny how they're teaching. It's I don't know. It's like they have this awareness week, and they're teaching mail carriers. They're teaching mail carriers how to keep safe around dogs. When all the mail carrier is doing is putting mail into boxes, handing mail over to people. That's it. Why aren't they, having some type of mandatory meeting with these dog owners, so they can, sit and listen to see what they can do to keep people safe? Why are they, lecturing the postal workers? They're the victim. They're not the ones with the dogs. They're not the ones with dogs. The ones with the dogs should be the ones getting lectured and preached at. But it's not like that. They're lecturing and preaching at mail carriers, while again the matter is getting worse. So again, the solution, the only proper solution to this, because we can't trust these dog owners, the dog nutters. We can't trust the government because they're not doing anything. But only solution is a dead dog. Only solution is a dead dog. Once the dogs are dead, are out, gotten rid of, eliminated, then mail carriers will not be attacked by dogs. And it's only dogs that they're really getting attacked by. We're not hearing about cats, coyotes, wolves. Obviously, they're going to be exception. They're going to be, here and there, people probably getting attacked by cats a little bit, birds maybe, but the most common and the most usual form of getting attacked or hurt or harmed on the job is from dogs. When you walk into a neighborhood, you're not scared about the birds. You're not scared about cats. You're freaking out about dogs. And if dogs aren't the problem, why do they even have a dog bite awareness week? Why have these dog bite weeks if dogs are not the problem when clearly they are? And when they're alive and functioning, they create and cause a lot of problems. So we need to stop putting our lives and our trust into these dog owners. I'll go far as say the dog government, because they're not doing anything. 1 week. What now? Will we go to year 2025 and witness the same outcome again? Will we be right back here talking about states with the most dog attacks again? If we're still doing that, then that means no solution has been implemented. And telling dog owners what to do hasn't been working for years, and it has never worked. Because you keep telling them, more attacks happen. So the solution is to get rid and eliminate these worthless mutts. feel like this dog bite week was a waste, because it really doesn't provide solutions where people are going to be 100% safe. This isn't like a construction site where it is dangerous. You can wear your PPE and all the other safety stuff all you want, but you can still get hurt. But you have to do this job to make money for whatever it is. You have to do it. But for someone delivering mail, they shouldn't have to get attacked by dogs. It should not happen. It should be, delivering mail should be one of the most therapeutic jobs out there. You get to walk in the neighborhood, just dropping off flyers, hearing the birds, the nice air, nice nature, and that should be fun from time to time. But the reality is, it's terrorizing for some. Many mail carriers are losing their lives, losing limbs, losing money because of dog nutters. Because these dog nutters have a fetish for dogs, and these dogs are going to see it as a threat. When you hand letters to the owner, so they're going to attack you. They're going to come out of nowhere and attack you. And these dog owners, they say that dogs don't judge. So what is it then when these dogs just attack you? What is it then when these dogs will just attack you for handing paper? I feel like that's a form of judgment, because they're attacking us when we did nothing wrong. But the dog owners are going to say, not the dog's fault, while saying dogs don't judge. Dogs are, peaceful. But yet we have a whole week dedicated to dog bite awareness. So yeah, another year of dog bite awareness in the US of A. Hopefully they do actually come with some solutions. Hopefully next year we will see a far decrease. But even a decrease, is as in like 1,000, 2,000 isn't enough, because there's still mail carriers getting attacked. I want to see that to zero. And the only way to get that to zero is to eliminate every single worthless mutt on the face of the earth. I am Gore the Dog Butcher with another worthless mutt. Please remember, it's okay to hate. It is very much okay to hate dogs. Again, thank you for joining me.